Welcome to Emma's English.
Welcome back to Emma's English Talk, your favorite space for mastering real-world English. I am Emma. Today, we are talking about something I am sure we have all experienced, the absolute struggle of canceling a free trial subscription. You know how it is. You sign up for a 7-day free trial to watch just one show, completely forget about it, and then, boom, you get charged. And when you finally try to cancel, they hide the button behind 5 different pages of questionnaires. It is so frustrating. But don't worry, today's episode is completely stress-free. For our flow today, I want you to just relax and listen first. Don't worry at all about missing a few words, as we have our special word tour coming up later to explain everything. Ready? Let's dive into the dialogue. I was looking at my bank statement yesterday and realized I have been paying for a streaming service I never use. It is so frustrating because I do not even remember signing up for it in the first place.
Oh no, that is the worst feeling ever. Was it one of those free trials that you forgot to cancel after the trial period ended?
Exactly. I signed up for a 7-day trial to watch one documentary that my friend recommended, and then I completely forgot about it.
It is so easy to get sucked in by those offers because they sound like such a great deal at first, but they always require your credit card.
They really do. But companies make it so easy to sign up and then incredibly difficult to actually cancel the subscription.
That is their strategy. They want us to lose track of time and just keep paying month after month without noticing.
It feels a bit sneaky, doesn't it? I had to search the entire website and click through 5 different pages just to find the cancellation button.
I had a similar experience last month with a fitness app that promised a free personalized workout plan for 2 weeks.
Did they ask for your credit card details right at the beginning before you could even see the workout plan?
Yes, they did, and they buried the cancellation terms deep inside the fine print where nobody would ever think to look.
That fine print is always so long and written in complicated legal language that is almost impossible to understand quickly.
I know. Who actually reads all of that when they just want to try out a quick app on their phone?
Nobody does. We just click agree and hope for the best, but then we end up on the hook for a monthly fee.
That is exactly what happened to me. I thought I had canceled it, but a charge appeared on my card anyway.
Really? Did you have to contact their customer service department to get a refund?
I did, and they made me jump through hoops just to get my money back.
What kind of hoops did you have to jump through?
First, I had to fill out a long online form, then I had to chat with a robot, and finally call a phone number.
That sounds exhausting. Did you actually manage to talk to a real human being on the phone?
Eventually, yes, but she kept offering me discounts to stay instead of just processing my cancellation.
They are trained to do that. They want to make you feel like you are missing out on a great bargain if you leave.
I had to be very firm and say no about 4 times before she finally processed the refund.
I am glad you got your money back, because being out of pocket for something you don't use is so frustrating.
It really is, and it makes me very hesitant to sign up for any new free trials in the future.
Me too. Now I always set a calendar reminder on my phone the moment I sign up for a trial.
That is a brilliant idea. Do you set the reminder for the actual day the trial ends?
No, I usually set it for 1 or 2 days before, just in case the system processes the payment early.
That is very smart, because sometimes they charge you a day early depending on your time zone.
Exactly. And some companies require 48 hours notice before they stop the next billing cycle.
I did not know that. That is another tricky detail they probably hide in the fine print.
It absolutely is. They really do count on our busy schedules and forgetfulness to make their profit.
It is amazing how much money these companies must make from people who simply forget to cancel.
Millions of dollars. I read an article saying that a huge percentage of subscription revenue comes from inactive users.
That makes complete sense. It's like a gym membership that people pay for but never actually use.
Yes, but at least with a gym, you physically have to go there to realize you are not using it.
True. Digital subscriptions are completely invisible, so they just quietly take money from your bank account.
That is why it is so important to check our bank statements regularly to see where our money is going.
I agree. I started doing a monthly audit of all my active subscriptions to make sure I'm not on the hook for anything unnecessary.
That's a great habit. Did you find any other subscriptions you had completely forgotten about?
I actually did. I found an old cloud storage service that I hadn't used in over 2 years.
Oh, wow. So you were out of pocket for 2 whole years for a service you didn't even need?
Yes, it was only $5 a month, but over 2 years, that really adds up to a significant amount of money.
It definitely does. That's $60 a year, which could have been spent on something much better.
Exactly, like a nice dinner out or a couple of new books.
Well, at least we learn from our mistakes, and now we know how to protect ourselves from these subscription traps.
Absolutely. From now on, I am going to read the terms more carefully and always set those calendar reminders.
That is the best way to handle it, and it gives you peace of mind knowing you are in control of your finances.
It really does. Thanks for sharing your story today, Emma. It was a great reminder for all of us.
Of course, Tom. It is always good to talk about these everyday struggles that we all experience.
Definitely, and I think our listeners will find these tips really helpful for their own daily lives.
Welcome to our word tour. Today, we explored some very common and useful English expressions that you can use when talking about everyday situations, especially when dealing with businesses or contracts. Let us go through them one by one. Our first phrase is to get sucked in. This means to become deeply involved in a situation, often because it is attractive or hard to resist, even if you did not plan to. For example, I only went to the mall to buy a shirt, but I got sucked in by the big sales and spent too much money. The second phrase is to lose track of time. This means to forget what time it is or how much time has passed because you are busy or distracted. For example, whenever I start playing video games, I completely lose track of time, and suddenly it is midnight. The third phrase is fine print. This refers to the small text in a contract or agreement that contains important details, rules, or restrictions, which people often ignore. For example, you should always read the fine print before signing a rental agreement so you do not miss any hidden fees. The fourth phrase is on the hook. This is an idiom that means to be responsible for something, especially for paying money or completing a task. For example, if you do not return the library book on time, you will be on the hook for a late fee. The fifth phrase is to jump through hoops. This means to do a lot of difficult, complicated, or annoying things in order to achieve a goal. For example, the bank made us jump through hoops just to open a simple savings account. The sixth phrase is out of pocket. In this context, it means losing money or having to pay for something with your own money, especially unexpectedly. For example, after paying for the car repairs, I was $300 out of pocket. I hope these expressions help you describe your own everyday experiences more naturally. Keep practicing, and I will see you in our next episode. Great job today! Thank you so much for tuning in and practicing your English with us. I still can't get over Tom's story about paying for that old cloud storage service for 2 whole years without even realizing it. It just goes to show how those tiny, invisible charges can really add up if we aren't careful. To help you review all the great vocabulary we used today, we have a free PDF script waiting for you in the description below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Keep up the great work. See you next time.